If you've been watching the world lately, you've probably noticed it feels like chaos is creeping in from every direction. Strange and unsettling events keep unfolding, some of them completely beyond logic. The aviation disasters of 2024, or the eerie Black Moon, for example. This world is packed with mysterious phenomena that science can't, and probably never will, fully explain. And today we're diving into the moments when some of these unexplained events were actually caught on camera. Strap in, because this is going to be a wild ride that'll blow your mind in ways you didn't see coming. These are the 15 most mysterious phenomena that no one can explain. Number 15. The Naga Fireballs. Every year, as the Buddhist Lent comes to a close, something surreal takes over the Mekong River in Thailand. Locals and travelers alike gather along the banks, waiting for the first sign of what they call Bung Fai Payanak, the legendary Naga fireballs. These glowing orbs rise from the water in silence, hover briefly in the night sky, then vanish without a trace. There's no smoke, no explosion, and no clear explanation. According to local belief, the fireballs are created by the mythical serpent Naga, a guardian spirit said to live beneath the riverbed. Scientists, of course, have tried to offer their own ideas, with the leading theory pointing to methane gas bubbles igniting under the right atmospheric conditions. But despite decades of observation and several attempts to capture solid evidence, the phenomenon remains unsolved. The fireballs continue to appear like clockwork, drawing thousands each year. Whether it's myth, chemistry, or something beyond both, it's a mystery that refuses to burn out. Number 14. Earthquake lights. For centuries, people have claimed to see mysterious lights in the sky right before earthquakes strike. These glowing flashes, often white, blue, or violet, have been dismissed as folklore for generations. That changed in the 1960s, when a series of tremors in Matsushiro, Japan, brought the first photographic proof. Since then, scientists have tried to figure out what causes these bizarre illuminations, but the answers are still murky. Some suggest that when tectonic plates grind against each other, they generate electrical charges in certain types of rock, especially quartz. These charges might shoot up to the surface and ionize the air, creating a brief flash of light. Others believe stress in the Earth's crust triggers localized plasma discharges. In recent years, satellite images and cell phone videos have captured earthquake lights moments before major quakes in places like Peru, Italy, and China. Though rare, their appearance is never comforting. If the sky lights up and the ground feels wrong, it might be nature's final warning before everything starts shaking. Number 13. Yawning. Yawning is one of the strangest things we all do, and nobody fully understands why. You might think it's just a sign of boredom or exhaustion, but science says there's more going on under the surface. One popular theory claims that yawning helps regulate brain temperature, acting like a mini cooling fan for your head. Another idea links it to oxygen and carbon dioxide levels, suggesting yawns help balance your respiratory system when you're not breathing deeply enough. There's also the contagious factor. Seeing someone yawn or even reading about it can trigger your own. This led to another theory. Yawning could be an ancient social cue, a way for groups to stay alert together or signal shared emotional states. What's even weirder is that animals do it too: chimps, dogs, birds, even snakes. In 2023, researchers began exploring how yawning might also relate to empathy and neurological disorders. It's not just a reflex, it's one of those unsolved mysteries hiding in plain sight, happening every single day. Number 2. Balancing rocks. You've seen them in photos, massive boulders balanced on top of thin pedestals, looking like a single gust of wind could send them tumbling. But they don't fall. In fact, many of them have stood like that for thousands of years. From Krishna's butterball in India to balanced rock in Utah, these geological oddities challenge our understanding of physics and erosion. The standard explanation points to natural forces, wind, water, ice, and time slowly carving these shapes into place. But there's a problem. Some balancing rocks sit on fault lines, areas prone to earthquakes, and yet they remain upright while buildings around them collapse. A recent 2022 study used seismic simulations and 3D modeling to test why. The results? Still inconclusive. Some scientists think the rocks may settle into naturally stable positions after small tremors, effectively adjusting to survive. Others believe we've just underestimated nature's precision. Either way, balancing rocks aren't just beautiful, they're quiet, immovable puzzles that continue to defy logic and gravity. Number 11. Mass whale strandings. Few things are more heartbreaking than the sight of dozens of whales lying helpless on a beach, alive but doomed. Mass strandings where entire pods beach themselves have occurred all over the world, but they're especially common in New Zealand, Tasmania, and parts of South America. Despite centuries of recorded incidents, scientists still can't say for certain what causes them. One theory blames geomagnetic anomalies that confuse the whale's internal navigation systems, steering them off course. Another idea suggests that social bonds are to blame. If one whale is sick or disoriented, others follow blindly, even to their death. In 2024, a massive stranding in Western Australia reignited the debate, especially since there were no naval sonar exercises or seismic activity reported nearby. Some experts point to ocean noise pollution, while others suspect changes in prey migration or even underwater volcanic activity. But no single cause fits every case. What we do know is that these events are tragic and haunting, and remind us how little we truly understand about the deep sea. Number 10. The cat sits purr. The soft rumble of a cat purring might sound like pure contentment, but what's behind that sound is still one of biology's weirdest question marks. We know how it works. Tiny muscles in a cat's voice box rapidly twitch as they inhale and exhale, creating those rhythmic vibrations. But why do they purr? That's where the mystery begins. Sure, cats purr when they're relaxed or snuggled up in a sunny spot, but they also purr when they're scared, injured, or even dying. Some researchers now believe purring serves as a built-in healing mechanism. The frequency of a cat's purr between 25 and 150 hertz has been shown to stimulate bone growth and tissue repair in lab tests. That's not just cozy, it's therapeutic. In short, your cat might be a self-repairing fuzzball with built-in sound therapy. And science still can't pin down the full story. So the next time your feline starts purring, know this: it's not just cute. It might be doing something magical you can't even see. Number 9. The otherworldly crater in Siberia. Tucked away in the remote Siberian wilderness sits the Patam crater, a bizarre geological formation that looks like it belongs on another planet. Rising 139 feet high and measuring over 500 feet wide, it's made entirely of shattered limestone stacked in a massive cone. Locals steer clear, calling it the Fire Eagle's Nest, a name that perfectly fits the crater's ominous aura. Discovered officially in 1949 by geologist Vadim Kolpakov, it has baffled scientists ever since. Plants refuse to grow inside it. Animals avoid it instinctively, and even seasoned researchers admit the place feels wrong. Some early theories included alien landings and top-secret nuclear testing. More recent studies point to a massive Fredeck explosion, where underground magma superheats water, causing a violent eruption without lava. Still, that doesn't explain the precise shape or the crater's unshakable weirdness. As of 2024, no definitive answer has been reached. Whether natural or not, the Patam crater stands as a cold, silent reminder that Earth still has secrets it doesn't want to share. Number 8. The Dancing Forest, Russia. In Kaliningrad's Curonian Spit, there's a forest that looks like it got caught mid-dance. Known as the Dancing Forest, its pine trees twist and curl into strange loops, spirals, and even full rings, as if nature forgot how to stand straight. Planted in the 1960s, the forest was part of a reforestation project, but what grew was something else entirely. Scientists have floated a few theories: shifting sands, unstable soil, wind patterns, and even caterpillar infestations during the tree's early growth stages. But none of these explanations fully account for the almost artistic consistency of the distortions. Some locals believe the forest is cursed, others say the trees are drunk thanks to spirits lingering in the land. Visitors often say there's a strange energy in the air, as if the forest itself is alive and watching. Tourists, photographers, and conspiracy theorists flock here, hoping for answers or just the perfect weird selfie. Whatever's causing the chaos, the dancing forest remains one of Russia's strangest natural wonders. Number 7. The heat of the sun sips corona. We've all heard that the sun is hot, but here's where things get weird. The surface of the sun burns at about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is super-duper hot enough, but its outer atmosphere, the corona, reaches a staggering 2 million degrees. That's not a typo. The farther you go from the core, the hotter it gets. This completely flips our understanding of thermodynamics, and scientists are still scrambling to explain it. One leading theory suggests magnetic reconnection, where the sun's tangled magnetic field lines snap and release bursts of energy. Another point to ultra-fast plasma waves transfer heat outward. But even with NASA's Parker Solar Probe diving closer than any spacecraft before, we don't have a solid answer. Every discovery seems to lead to more questions. It's like the sun is taunting us with fire we can't decode. For now, the corona's extreme heat remains one of space science's greatest unsolved riddles, and proof that even the star we see every day still hides terrifying surprises. Number 6. Dark matter, the universe's biggest ghost. Dark matter isn't just mysterious. It's practically invisible to everything we know. It doesn't glow, reflect, absorb, or emit any kind of radiation. Yet, we're almost certain it's out there, making up about 85% of all matter in the universe. So, how do we know it even exists? Simple: gravity. Galaxies spin too fast for their visible mass to hold together. Something unseen is creating the extra pull. And that something is what we call dark matter. Scientists have been chasing it for decades. Some think it's made of theoretical particles like WIMPs or axons. Others believe it could be a new kind of physics entirely. Despite billion-dollar detectors buried underground and satellites scanning deep space, no one has caught it in the act. It's like the universe is holding back its biggest punchline. Until we figure it out, dark matter remains the ultimate cosmic ghost everywhere and nowhere, shaping galaxies without ever showing its face. Number 5. Queen Sep's mystery blue beam. In December 2021, residents in Queens, New York were stunned when the night sky suddenly lit up with an intense blue glow that looked straight out of a sci-fi movie. It wasn't lightning, it wasn't fireworks. For a moment, the entire borough pulsed with electric blue light, causing confusion, fear, and, of course, memes. Social media blew up with jokes about alien invasions, Avengers portals, and rogue gods throwing tantrums. But what added fuel to the fire was the eerie silence from local authorities. No sirens, no press briefings, no official word. In a city where everything is documented, the lack of immediate answers was unsettling. Eventually, Con Edison confirmed the source, a malfunctioning transformer at a power plant in Astoria. That one explosion caused a massive electrical arc that lit the sky like a supernova. So yes, the mystery was solved. But that doesn't mean it wasn't jaw-dropping. Just because something has a technical explanation doesn't make it any less extraordinary when you're standing underneath it. Number 4. The Tunguska event. On June 30th, 1908, the remote forests of Siberia were rocked by an explosion so powerful it leveled over 770 square miles of trees, an area nearly the size of Tokyo. The event, now known as the Tunguska explosion, released energy estimated at 15 megatons, roughly 1,000 times stronger than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, and yet, no impact crater was ever found. Most scientists agree it was caused by an asteroid or comet that exploded mid-air due to atmospheric pressure. Still, even over a century later, there's no universal consensus. Some researchers point to strange growth patterns in trees and the oddly shaped Lake Chaco nearby, suggesting a deeper impact than originally thought. Fringe theories range from alien detonation to experimental weapons, with Nikola Tesla often dragged into the narrative. But hard evidence remains elusive. What we do know is this: the Tunguska event was Earth's most powerful modern explosion caused by something not fully understood, and it could happen again without warning. Number 3. Path to Heaven. In a viral video captured somewhere over the US, a surreal image unfolded in the sky, a perfectly straight, glowing gap carved through thick clouds, resembling a stairway to heaven. People pulled over to film it, voices filled with awe and wonder. Social media went wild with theories, divine message, portal to another realm, or proof of higher forces at work. But the reality, as it usually is, turned out to be far more mundane. The straight path was caused by an airplane flying at high altitude, its motion slicing cleanly through a blanket of stratocumulus clouds. Simple physics. But here's the thing: knowing what caused it doesn't take away its impact. Sometimes a basic phenomenon hits our eyes in just the right way to feel extraordinary. That's the magic of perspective. Not every strange sight needs to be supernatural to move us. This wasn't a miracle, but for the people who witnessed it, even a jet trail turned into a brushstroke of wonder across the sky. Number 2. Star jelly. Since the 14th century, strange jelly-like blobs have occasionally appeared in fields and forests, gooey, translucent, and completely unexplained. Often reported after meteor showers, this mysterious substance is known by many names: star jelly, astral slime, star slubber, take your pick. According to folklore, it was believed to fall from the stars or be the remnants of something celestial. The weirdest part: it vanishes quickly, often before it can be collected or studied. Modern science hasn't had much luck either. Some suggest it might be a type of slime mold or decaying frog remains, while others think it could be biofilm from amphibians or even evaporating cyanobacteria. None of these theories, however, fit every case. The jelly's inconsistency and rapid disappearance make proper analysis nearly impossible. It appears randomly, leaves barely a trace, and continues to defy identification. Whether it's atmospheric debris, a rare natural event, or something we haven't named yet, star jelly remains one of Earth's oddest recurring visitations from above. Number 9. Devil Sets Kettle Falls. Minnesota's Brule River does something truly bizarre when it flows through Judge C.R. Magny State Park. About halfway through its journey, the river splits at a large rock outcrop, forming two waterfalls. One half crashes down normally and rejoins the river below, but the other side, it drops into a gaping hole known as the Devil's Kettle and completely disappears. For years, no one could figure out where the water went. Scientists poured dye, ping-pong balls, and even GPS trackers into the hole. None resurfaced. It became one of America's weirdest natural mysteries. Locals whispered about underground tunnels, lost caves, and even supernatural portals. But in 2017, geologists using dye tracing and flow rate analysis determined the missing water likely rejoins the river underground, just farther downstream than expected. So yes, science probably solved it, but you won't see it with your own eyes. The Devil's Kettle still looks like a portal to nowhere, a liquid vanishing act that feels like it shouldn't be real, but is. If you've enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon.